DE or HR, what do you guys like better? I know most of you are going to say HR, you got to have an HR. It's HR or nothing, right? But to be honest, in today's world in 2024, we're talking what, 30 horsepower to the wheels, which makes a difference. But it's not a night and day difference. Now look, if you're going to boost the car, if you're going to go turbo, HR is the way to go. It's a stronger motor. I want to say it's what, 80% different internals, or new parts I should say. So if you're going to boost, especially for high horsepower, HR is the way to go. And yes, overall it's a better motor, but it should be, right? I mean, it is the final version of the VQ35. So it should be the best. But here's the thing, here's why you should get a DE. You should get a DE because there are more of them out there. And if you're just looking for a 350Z that's clean to drive around, to cruise around in, and you don't care about having the fastest car, then the DE is the way to go. Because it's not a big difference. If you're racing a Tesla or a Charger, a Mustang, anything, you're gonna get burned in either car, stock for stock anyway. It's not a huge difference. If you're looking for a 350Z, you should buy the cleanest example you can find, regardless if it's a DE or an HR. And there really aren't too many big differences between the different models. Yes, like for example, the base doesn't have an LSD, but you can put an aftermarket one in. You can do whatever you want to it. I'm a fan of the early models. This is an 03 track. It was the first one that came out. Would it be better with an HR? Yes, but it's not going to be that much of a difference. The HR cars do command a premium, especially if it's one that's unmolested, that's in excellent shape, and they're going to continue to go up in value, and they'll be harder and harder to get. Yes, the HR sounds better. It makes more power in the top end. Absolutely, throughout the whole mid-range. Torque-wise, the DE is pretty close. Now the rev up, the motor in the middle, made a little less torque, a little more horsepower than the DE, not quite as much as the HR. And that one has some oil consumption issues, but other than that, it's still a solid engine. Wanted to get out and make the video today because we got a lot of rain coming, and there is a little bit of traffic, unfortunately, but I feel like there's just always traffic these days. Got some nice cutting their grass. You know, there's always traffic, man. But hey, is what it is. I'd rather have a clean DE than a beat up HR any day. I mean, it's not like the difference in a Porsche. I don't know how well you guys know the 911s, but it's not like the difference between the Carrera S and the GT3. It's not a huge difference, or even the base model to the S. Yes, it's a better motor, higher red line, holds up better to boost. You can boost it, I think 500 horsepower on stock internals versus 400 on stock internals with a DE. But even then, you never know, and these are older cars now, so you never know. They sound very similar. The HR does sound a little better. You get the extra rev line, 7,500 versus 67 in this, and ooh. Versus 6,700 in this, and 7,000 for the rev up. But driving around town, torque-wise, you're not going to feel a difference, especially if you're not obsessed with performance, quarter mile times, stuff like that. You're not going to feel the difference. Good to get out for a drive. Glad I remembered it was going to rain, because it sucks not being. I mean, I can drive this car in the rain, it's fine, but I prefer to drive on a day where it's not raining, obviously. Oh man, we got a truck. This road was so nice and wide open, and now we got a truck, and he's hauling shit. Not only is he hauling shit, but there's like, it's gonna probably fly off all over my car if I get too close. It's like mulch or something. And I just want to pull over now. I'm a baby. I'm being a baby. Can't pass them on this road, it's too tight. I mean, I could, but I'm too old for that shit. Back when the HR came out, and for like the next 5 to 10 years, it was absolutely worth it, I think, to get the HR. But now, as far as cars have come since then, it's just not that big of a difference. You can make up the difference in bolt-ons, a lot of it, not all of it, and it depends on how strong, how well your car is running. With the plenum spacer, with test pipes or Motordyne art pipes. Yeah, we go Motordyne art pipes. I don't want to follow this guy, I'm gonna go left. So you can make up the difference in power with bolt-ons. A good plenum spacer, test pipes, Motordyne art pipes, Shockwave or Tomei exhaust, and a good tune, and you've got HR power numbers, or close to it, close to it. Now, if you do that to the HR, well, the HR doesn't need a plenum spacer, but you do test pipes, exhaust, and a tune, you're gonna make more power. Cams, you're gonna make power with these cars too, but the thing is, for what this car is, it's a 350Z. Do you really wanna spend 10 grand on bolt-ons? I feel like for the DE, for this one, plenum spacer, Motordyne art pipes, Motordyne Shockwave, a good tune, and that's it. I wouldn't do headers unless I was going to do cams, and then I would do both of those if I wanted to get everything. And then you can really, with some good cams, 272 cams, you can really get a pretty awesome sound, I will say that. But it's still not gonna be fast. You know, I just don't know that I would want to invest that much. It would be nice to see more 350Zs with naturally aspirated builds on YouTube. There's only a handful of them that we see, or with cams, with good cams. And I feel like once people usually go through all the trouble to do all the bolt-ons and to get cams, then they end up turboing the car or supercharging it, you know? And then it's just another Turbo Z, and yeah, they're fast, they're pretty badass. Like Fresh Kicks, his Turbo Z is incredible. It's an amazing car. That's an HR. If you want to go that route and build a car like he has built, then you want the HR for sure. You can do an engine swap, but you have to change the transmission and everything, and even the hood is different on the HR, so it's a lot of different, like I said, 80% different parts. But anyway, what do you guys think? You know, I know there's a lot of hate for the DEs online, and everyone for the last 15 years has been talking about how HR or nothing, gotta have an HR. But again, it's not GTR speed. It's not 911 turbo. It's not like that big of a difference to where it's like, this is a completely different machine. It's like, I'd say probably what the car should have been when it came out. And there are plenty of boosted DEs. I'm not saying you shouldn't boost the DE. There are plenty of boosted DEs that make serious power. But you have to do all the supporting mods. Practically everything comes with the turbo now, right? So you can just buy a turbo car and just do a tune and add 80, 100 horsepower E85. My buddy with the Mustang Mach-1, Tom, I mean, that car out of the box is close to 500 horsepower. E85 exhaust in the tune, you're at 530, 550 or something like that. Hope that wasn't a cop. Car's feeling good. Getting up to speed a little here. Well, not that fast, like 70. And we hit traffic. Also, I'm kind of torn now. I'm at a point where this car is 21 years old. It's pretty much stock. I don't even know whether I should just do the basic bolt-ons. I mean, yes, it'll sound a lot better. It'll be more fun, but it's not game-changing. Can add roughly 30 horsepower, which makes a difference. Don't get me wrong, makes a difference, but it's not going to be like I don't know. We will see. We will see. I'm actually thinking about getting a Kia Stinger. I couldn't get over the brand for the longest time, but I think they've really come a long way with their cars, and obviously the Stinger's not new anymore and they discontinued it, but I mean, just out of the box for what it is, it just seems like such a ridiculous value. I mean, it's almost like a baby M3 for a fraction of the cost, or M5. Maybe get a Kia Stinger for the next daily. What do you guys think? I do need to drive this car more because my rev matching today has been pretty lackluster, pretty shitty. $29,017 miles. Yeah, I hate over revving on the rev match. I like to just hit it perfect, you know? Just want to get it just right. Just want to get it. Oh, we got a school. Fuck me, man. Oh, it is that time of the day. But again, good thing about having a slow car is you can really get into it. You can really get into it, go through a few gears, and you're not doing 200 miles an hour. Here's the bus. Damn it. Damn it, man. Sucks getting stuck behind a school bus. Oh, there's another one coming. Oh well. Time to cruise. Time to just cruise. Check the tire pressure here. See, 30, plenty. Tire pressure's good. God, I can't believe it's May already. How is it May? May 2024. Oh good, the bus is letting us pass. Yay, thank you. Thank you. Although I still have slow people in front of me. So it's really about the same speed. Trying to create some space now so I can have some fun on these turns. Ah, we can't. We got a cyclist. Always got to share the road. Don't want to be that guy. Second gear turn coming up. Finally a decent rev match. Only took me all day. Oh, got a guy cutting his grass. Got to be careful, man. Got to be careful. And I'm not speeding, okay? I am not speeding. Second gear. Definitely have a lot of transmission noise. That's one thing with the 03. There was a lot of transmission whine with the 03 cars, and some people didn't like that, so they did something to fix that for the 04 model. I don't mind the transmission noise though, just a little bit. It's more race car like, so it doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother me. All right, four-way stop. Let's go, people. Let's go. Good. And what do we got here? Horses. Got horses. Oh, they're going to be ahead here. All right. Doing some demolition here. I think a Royal Farms gas station is going in. There's going to be a Royal Farms, a Starbucks. Like, we really need that. We got a Wawa across the street, Sheetz down the road. We're basically a bedroom community at this point in Southern Maryland. Charlotte Hall, it's turned into a bedroom community. A lot of gas stations, a lot of fast food restaurants. That's about it. I do miss not having to drive. As much as I like driving, I miss not having to drive. When I lived in New York City, Manhattan, there was no driving. Got this kid crossing the street. See where he's going now. He's good. Traffic circle. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know HR or DE in the comments. Comment below. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.